Afghanistan, an analytical perspective on its economic geography and nationalism. Afghanistan, known as the Heart of Asia, possesses a unique economic geography shaped by its location, natural resources, and history. Over the centuries, this landlocked country has acted as a crossroads for trade and culture. However, decades of conflict, instability, and external interventions have left Afghanistan struggling to fully realize its economic potential. Despite its challenges, the country holds significant promise due to its abundant natural resources, strategic location, and the resilience of its people. This comprehensive analysis delves into Afghanistan's economic geography, exploring its economy, trade, and prospects for a brighter future. Afghanistan's economy is heavily dependent on agriculture, mining, foreign aid, and remittances from its diaspora. The nation's economic structure is fragile, with over 80% of the population relying on subsistence farming or informal trade. Decades of war and political instability have stunted growth, leaving Afghanistan among the world's poorest nations. Key economic indicators. GDP in 2024 is estimated at approximately $19.3 billion. GDP per capita is roughly $500, among the lowest globally. Employment agriculture employs 60 to 70% of the workforce. Afghanistan's untapped natural resources, worth an estimated $1 to $3 trillion, offer significant economic potential, including reserves of copper, lithium, gold, and rare earth elements crucial for global industries such as renewable energy and electronics. For centuries, Afghanistan was a hub for trade along the Silk Road, linking the east to the west. Caravans carried spices, silk, and precious metals across its mountainous terrain, making it a cultural and economic bridge. Today, trade is a critical component of Afghanistan's economy, but its potential is constrained by several factors. Landlocked geography, dependency on neighboring countries for access to ports and international markets. Conflict and security issues. Insecurity along trade routes disrupts commercial activities. Limited infrastructure. Poor road and rail connectivity hampers trade efficiency. Afghanistan faces unique challenges in global trade due to its reliance on imports and limited export capacity. Regional dynamics, especially tensions between Pakistan, Iran, and other neighbors, affect trade corridors. However, Afghanistan is also strategically positioned to benefit from initiatives like China's Belt and Road Initiative and the proposed Turkmenistan-Afghanistan-Pakistan-India pipeline. Exports. Afghanistan exports agricultural products, carpets, gemstones, and medicinal plants. Key markets include Pakistan, India, and China. Imports. Heavily dependent on importing machinery, petroleum, and food products from countries like Iran, Pakistan, and the UAE. Challenges in trade wars. Frequent border closures and tariffs have strained bilateral trade relations between Pakistan and Afghanistan. International sanctions, particularly following the Taliban's return to power, have severely restricted trade and access to financial systems. Major exports. Handmade Afghan carpets are globally renowned, accounting for nearly 45% of total exports. Afghanistan is a major supplier of almonds, walnuts, and raisins. The country exports lapis lazuli, emeralds, and rubies. Wild saffron and licorice are key exports. Major imports. Fuel and petroleum products are a necessity due to limited domestic refining capacity. Imports include agricultural equipment, construction machinery, and consumer electronics. Afghanistan imports wheat, rice, and cooking oil to meet domestic demand. Afghanistan's national budget reflects the challenges of a war-torn economy with heavy reliance on foreign aid. Before the Taliban takeover, international donors funded nearly 75% of the national budget. Key budgetary challenges. Taxes, customs duties, and mining revenues are insufficient to meet national needs. The gap between government spending and revenue remains significant. International sanctions and the freezing of $9 billion in foreign reserves have further constrained budgetary capacity. Afghanistan's foreign reserves, previously managed by the central bank, the Afghanistan Bank, were largely frozen by international powers after the Taliban regained control in 2021. This has severely limited access to foreign currency, exacerbating inflation and undermining the Afghan currency's value. The Afghani, or AFN, is the official currency, with an exchange rate that fluctuates sharply due to economic instability. Afghanistan's GDP remains low due to underdeveloped infrastructure, dependence on subsistence agriculture, and limited industrialization. Despite these challenges, some sectors show promise. Agriculture contributes around 25% of GDP. Mining and resources currently contribute less than 10% of GDP, but hold immense untapped potential. The Afghan banking system is underdeveloped, and public trust in formal financial institutions is low. Most Afghans rely on informal money transfer systems, known as hawala, for transactions. After 2021, Afghanistan's banks face severe liquidity crises due to sanctions and restricted access to foreign reserves. Efforts to revive the system are ongoing, but economic isolation remains a major barrier. The Taliban government faces immense challenges in formulating sustainable economic policies, especially in light of limited international recognition. Policy focus areas include 1. Agricultural development, which aims at increasing self-sufficiency in food production. 2. Mining and resource extraction, focusing on attracting foreign investment while ensuring sustainable practices. And 3. Infrastructure development, involving collaborations with China and regional powers to improve transport and energy networks. Despite its struggles, Afghanistan's economic future is not without hope. Key areas for potential growth include, first, the mining sector. Afghanistan's mineral wealth is its greatest economic asset. Resources such as lithium, used in batteries for electric vehicles, position the country as a potential global player in future energy markets. Second, agricultural expansion. Investment in modern irrigation and farming techniques can significantly boost productivity. And third, regional trade. Afghanistan's role as a transit hub for Central Asian energy exports could strengthen its economy. Afghanistan's diverse ethnic and cultural landscape has often been a source of both strength and conflict. However, nationalism can play a unifying role in fostering development and resilience. Key aspects of Afghan nationalism include a shared history, a proud legacy of resisting foreign invasions, a rich cultural identity with traditions in art, poetry and music that bind its people, and natural pride inspired by Afghanistan's breathtaking landscapes. Education and human capital are crucial, with a focus on rebuilding educational institutions to create a skilled workforce. Women's education, though limited under the current regime, remains a critical area for long-term progress. Infrastructure projects, through partnerships with China, Pakistan, and Central Asian countries, can fund roads, railways, and energy pipelines. Leveraging natural resources with transparent and sustainable development of the mining sector can generate significant revenue. And once stability is achieved, historical sites like the Bamiyan Buddhas and natural wonders like the Band-e-Amir lakes offer immense tourism potential. Afghanistan is believed to hold the world's largest untapped lithium reserves, often referred to as the Saudi Arabia of lithium. The Helmand Valley project in the 1950s was one of the world's largest agricultural development initiatives. Afghanistan produces 90% of the world's opium, presenting both a challenge and an opportunity for economic redirection. The country has an estimated 500+ million metric tons of marble, prized for its quality and beauty. And despite decades of conflict, Afghanistan remains the largest producer of handmade carpets, a testament to its artisans' resilience. Afghanistan's economic geography and potential are shaped by a mix of challenges and opportunities. While decades of instability have hindered progress, the nation's strategic location, natural resources, and resilient population offer immense possibilities for growth. With visionary leadership, regional cooperation, and sustainable development strategies, Afghanistan could transform from a fragile state into a thriving economic hub at the heart of Asia. The nation's future hinges on harnessing its strengths while addressing critical vulnerabilities, a journey that requires unity, innovation, and an enduring spirit of resilience.